every video that we make is absolutely important, and this is really nice. I mean, if you watch me for a short amount of time or a long time, up to 8 years, and if you have been, then you know that I have about 1,000 videos, and it's always about, like, you know, the messages for the collective, how can we assist. But this would be really nice, but even though you're asking questions to me, it's still another form though that we're assisting you as well. So if you could ask Aurora any question, what would you ask her? What's up, y'all? What would you ask me? Like, if I was in front of you, or I am in front of you technically on your screen, right? What would you ask me? Okay, and so write it in chat right now. We have Gina watching chat, and I'll keep an eye on your questions. So today's just for fun. I've done a lot of content. You guys know the toughest content during the COVID vaccine, and it was absolutely crazy time, but always there in the forefront, like communicating everything as dark as it needed to be to bring some light into it. But let's have some fun today, you all. What's up? Dance with me. So quick intros while we listen to some beautiful music. This one's called Praise the Lord. It's pretty. Salt of the Sound. Hymns for Morning Tide. It's pretty. All right. So go to my website, risingphoenixaurora.com. In case you don't know who I am known as a spiritual revolutionist, a oracle, a seer, a galactic historian, and I am also the founder to Rising Phoenix Mystery School, which we are hosting workshops starting this coming up. Bring it into the new year, the year of the fire horse unicorn that's coming up. That's going to be in January. So I'd love to see you there. Come learn how to become Aura Hypnosis and Raw Reiki certified, and that's January 12th. For 5 days, come hang out with me in this beautiful sacred space. Keep an eye out again for more videos to show you more of this space that'll be rolling out within the next week. I am also the author to Galactic Soul History of the Universe book series, and our new book, which is The Lost Cities of Tartaria. Wow, you all. So check those out on the Barnes & Noble and Amazon and many other locations. You will not go wrong with buying those books. I'm telling you, they are absolutely incredible. And if you bought them, you all, and you finished them, don't forget to write me a review, especially with Lost Cities of Tartaria. We really need more reviews on that. Okay? And then it looks like my sound is good, right? I'm confirming. Okay. All right. Beautiful. So that's what's going on. And then go to my website, risingphoenixaurora.com, for any other questions. I do in-person sessions here, you all, in this sacred space at the heart of the Dragon of Chicago land area. So I do aura hypnosis, past life regression, entity removal, raw Reiki sessions, and one-on-ones like counseling or mentorships, coaching, and you could come here. Why not? It'd be incredible. So all that's available on my website. You can choose either online or in person. So we've expanded and grown, and just keep an eye out. We have much rolling out going into the year coming up. I love you with all that I am. Hang in strong, you all. Hang in strong. No matter what, know that I love you. And that these are challenging times right now, right? I'll just do a little intro and then let you guys ask me questions. Because we're in the last couple months of the year of the serpent, the year of the snake, Chinese zodiac, which means that if we have been holding on to anything that is holding us back, which I'll be making a video about that coming up, but the year coming up of the horse, technically unicorn, Pegasus, and not only is she a unicorn, Pegasus, but she is fire element. So because of that, you're going to be shedding, and this is the most divine plan for us right now. It's like go into a year where you're going to shut off what's inverted, what's hidden, what's illusions, what's you haven't figured out yet. And as you do that, is going to, let me pause that, is going to provide an opportunity and an oscillating, magnetizing, vibratory match of you to go as fast as a unicorn if you are ready for that, or whatever you're divinely ready for, but faster, right? Faster. With the element of the fire protecting you. So, wow, source of light within that fire. It's going to be a good year, you all. Next year, incredible. This year was incredible as well, though. But yeah, so much wisdom shared through the year of the serpent. All right. So that's what I have definitely going on right now, and assisting, the collective through that. But yeah, ask me like whatever you want to ask me. You can ask me fun questions. You can ask me like, I don't know, a question for yourself too. Like, whatever. Just ask me. If you were going to ask me, what would you ask me? All right, here we go. Let's have some fun, you all. Again, to support this video and all that I do, which I am my own self-founder and funder. So everything that you do, if you like to support this video and all that I do, go to my AuroRaPractitioners.com, where you can find practitioners at, as well as our school there, Rising Phoenix Mystery School. And then you could join a membership right now, you all. We have an epic, extra sensitive membership going on, which we are channeling World War II, figuring out what happened with Adolf Hitler. Turns out, of course, that it's not what they wrote in our history books, especially in the Americas. So check that out, you all. And let's get going. So let's see what you guys got going on. Thank you to the current 62 live streaming, but we never know. Those numbers are always false. But thank you for joining me. All right, let's have some fun. Here we go. Oh, I lost. There it is. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Gina. Thank you for check on my social medias to see if people wrote questions there too. All right, thank you. Okay, so vámonos, let's go. So someone wrote in Instagram, please share the best advice for business owners. If you have any advice on allowing yourself to receive and hold wealth, thank you. This is a great question. Yeah, because I am a business owner and I've been, for the last 8 years. And, what I could tell you is that what's meant to be shall be only within divine timing. And then also that you don't want to rush things. Sometimes you want to rush things and you're like impatient and you're like, why is this not working out? Oh my God, how many times do I have to create this in my consciousness, in my heart, with my divine team? Listen to me. But they are listening to you. They're just doing everything that they can quantumly, because in order for it to materialize in the now, it needs to quantumly create energetically through like every atom, because technically when you're creating something as a business owner, it has to come from love light. Now with that love light, and when you're pulling that energy in from the ether, you want to make sure that that energy from the ether is only love light, because what happens is that we have the AI in different verses too. With all the content that we've been sharing from all our clients and, the channeled information, there's AI in other universes. So you want to ensure that first, it always starts from an intention. Know this, that everything that I do for the children of Earth and only in source love light. And that is all. Everything I start off with that. And because of that, whoever, if I'm going to do a video or whatever I'm going to do with others, they need to be a vibratory match to that as well. And if they are not coming from a pure intent or self-gain or something, wounds and so on, then it is hard for them to keep that frequency. And I tell you this because if you are looking to be a business owner, that is the biggest thing, you all. I've heard so many like business owners, whether it's spiritual, whether it's 3D or so on, they end up failing or falling or, filing bankrupt or so on, because who they had on their team was not truly benevolent. And one, say what was being created was for a maybe desperate, because I understand that like you need to still provide for your family and provide for the collective. So I'm telling you that if you started off with love and you make sure that every choice you make, you ask your higher self and your soul, that little voice that speaks to you in your conscious and in your heart, is this the highest, most vibratory, organic choice I'm making, down to the smallest to the biggest? Is this really coming from love? You know, as a business owner? And if it is coming from love, let's go. Team, divine team. If it's meant to be divinely, surrender to the divine team to help you create what you need created within your business. So that's number one, you all. Start from love. Have people in your team that are caring and mean love for others as well. And, you know, are looking to prosper, not feed off you like a parasite. All right. Thank you. And good question. What else you guys got for me? Let's go. Give me some good ones. Let's make it spicy. Well, you know, not too spicy. Because I am married. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm a jokester too. All right. Let's see what else. Okay. So someone said, from a child. Oh, so cute. Okay. What is your favorite animated character and why? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's probably going to be my toughest question. Because in case you don't know, I am and was, since a teenager, hardcore Japanese animation lover. All the movies, the culture. I love Japan. Oh my God, it's like cherry blossoms, and it's just like, the dragon energy is just like, wow. Okay. But I feel that that's why I love Japanese animation, because it carried that beautiful sacred energy from Japan in it, right? In that culture. And so with that, like, oh my God, if I have to choose one, let me think about this. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, so we have, you know, traditional Japanese animation that's like, you know, cartoons and like cartoon series. But then we also have movies. Movies. Which one of my favorites is like Hayao Miyazaki, Studio Ghibli films. If you haven't checked them out, they're quite incredible. They actually have a lot of Tartaria, like factual information, because a lot of these stories that were animated came from times and spaces of Tartaria, like those books that we have been discovering. So it's like they're animating the stories of 1800s, you know, and early 1900s, which was Tartaria, where we had these flying blimps, flying devices. You guys see there's like crazy like tech happening right now where people are like in little mini helicopters, like floating around. Are you kidding right now? I personally can't do that. I'm good right now on that. But it is happening, you all. Those exposition, the Columbian exposition, or the expos of the world are happening. Yeah, but back to the question. So, okay, hold on. If I had to choose one character, I guess I will go with Goku. And I'm going to go with Dragon Ball Z. Now, you know, not all of it is appropriate for a child to watch, but I'm going to go with Goku Dragon Ball Z. And the reason why is because he started it all for me. And when you look back at these Japanese cartoons, they talk about like energy, and he goes like Super Saiyan, you know, which Super Saiyan is like, it's kind of like your godly form that is like infinite, and then you're like creating energy balls, and it's like working with energy. It's like, Super Saiyan. So I feel like I often go into the Super Saiyan, especially you know, here with you guys live, because I really have to embody like a pure love light energy to make sure that everything's coming through brilliantly, divinely organic. Also, you know, in my workshops, in my teachings, in all my videos, and in my retreats, you all. So I think he really taught me that, you know, as a young adult, how we have this divine power that if we let go of any fears or worry or self-worth issues or lack of confidence, that we could really tap into this God being of us, right? Like this Super Saiyan being of us. But let me choose the second one, okay? Let me just choose the second one. I super think Howl's Moving Castle, super handsome, House. I know it's a cartoon, but I love the character. Gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful being. So I'm gonna go with House as my second. Hal from Howl's Moving Castle. Yeah. I hope you like that answer. Fun. Okay, what else? So someone is asking, what was it like for you to be on Earth when you came down here through the walk-in? Yeah, so you've heard some of my stories, especially my books. You know, I don't really like share too much of me like privately like that because it's kind of like my own journey. I'm here really to be sharing like the collective messages I receive, but then I do share when Divine Mother, who I channel pretty much all day, when she tells me to share personal things. So yeah. So one of the things is that when in was it 2017? Yes, on a very important, beautiful full moon, I felt an energy coming forth that was a bigger energy than myself. And if you guys remember those, you know, those first videos, I had short hair, something like this, but I had like red and like fiery. And I was feeling a beautiful, massive celestial source, prime, gorgeous dragon of love light made out of source. And she was bringing the rest of me, is what I can say. So they call it a walk-in, but it's really just like a bigger portion of you, say your avatar form or the you that was originally here in Atlantis, and you've been trying to regain these abilities and these memories of you since. So that's who was coming forth, like the bigger me, you know, and that's when AuroRa came forth and, you know, leveled up with me or leveled me up. And then I became whole at that point. Now there's always, of course, leveling up on Earth because Mother Gaia is always leveling up in decimals like I've been teaching you all throughout the years. So that is always constant happening. And it is an honor to be listening to Divine Mother and this, you know, allowing for her and she allowing for me as the spiritual revolutionist, as this being here who's constantly talking to you, to give me the messages with only love, always intention to assist the collective of children. And with that, it's like I needed to let go of what was heavy in me, or the trauma or the PTSD. And even when it was hard, you know, because being the being that I am, you've read my books, you know, Galactic Soul History of the Universe, we talked about the archons and the AI. So you could kind of think about like, what are the ways that they targeted me, you know, starting from a child, and the ways that the angels would to have protected me to be able to survive, not a completely wounded being who could not heal, to be here for the collective. So I just like infinitely thankful for my spiritual, angelic, you know, galactic team, my beautiful family, of course, but it's just everyone in who crossed the paths with me and who I know I love. What love light codes for you if you were willing and ready, and whether you remember it now or you remember it right before you're gonna send out, know that if you cross my path, that was what was given to you through our interaction. So I will forever hold this love light, and we'll be here because that's just how I do. There's nothing else, you all. There's a mission, and the mission is grand and important. Yeah. And no distractions allowed here. Okay. So, I mean, that's what came forth after my walk, and just like this strength, because I was strong before, you know, 2017. I was always so strong, right? But it was a whole nother level of strength. But you have to be cautious with that, because you don't want to invite any kind of energy to come in, or sometimes they pretend like, yeah, I'm here, you know. I'm your, say, I'm part of you, and then they integrate with you. And I'm sure you already know that because you're watching the videos, you know what I'm talking about. The inversions, the dark entities, and the aliens that try to trick you and tell you that, you know, they're you. So be careful what you integrate, and know that it could only happen divinely, and you can't control anything. You can't be like asking, like, you can ask, but you have to wait patiently divinely for a further integration. And the only way you do that with your higher self is that you have to become an oscillating vibratory frequency and match to the highest hertz that you could possibly emanate from your cells, from your being, because you know you're a crystal living within a crystal. Earth is a crystal. We're inside a crystal. I'll have a video coming out, a short about that soon. But yeah, so yeah, okay. So make sure I answer your question. But what was it like for me when I came in, though, right? It was a little, it was beautiful and an honor and love, but then it was also like, when you come in, you have to mellow down to a bit like your abilities, because it's too much. Could be overwhelming and in some form suffocating, depending on what energies you're tapping into. And the way to get through that is to focus on love, if you have children, or if you love other children, you know, animals, the dogs, the cats, they help you get through these situations, and just hug them, embrace them, and get through it to you, you know, adjust to being on Earth. It's hard, definitely hard, because you're like so used to being this gigantic being with, like, you know, wings, whether you're a dragon or you're a Pegasus or you're an angel. And out there, it's so grand and beautiful. Making me emotional thinking about that. You're so free, and your wings are so big and gigantic, and you soar through all existence, limitless. And then you come down here and you're like, wait a minute, what is this? Like, I have to have atoms to materialize my body, like, you know, like hair, like, whoa. There you're just like this free energy with like infinite divinity and strength and love, and you're so close to source, God, to love, light, that, you know, you could just like, you're there, you could just commune with, say, source, God, anytime. And here we're so far from we're in the 3D, right? 4D, 5D, some of us, but we're still in this simulation matrix that we are breaking free from, or we're assisting Gaia to break free from. And now you're just making me daydream how freeing is out there. So it's hard, it's challenging, you know, when you come in, especially at this gigantic bigger being. It's hard for you to adjust to Earth. And, you know, some people, they don't see a purpose being here. You get, you know, the doctors will call you bipolar or schizophrenic, you know, whatever, all sorts of like illnesses and diseases and disorders they'll put and label on you. But you're really just every single one of those are false labels. I have to say, I'm not a licensed physical physician, whatever. So every one of those is actually a gift, and you're meant to decipher them, right? Like, figure out, like, why do you have this, and what is your body telling you? Yeah. Does that help? Let me know. Is that good? I could go on and on with this question, but I'm trying to do my best where I don't like talk forever, but I mean, most of you guys love it when I talk forever. I mean, because it's good stuff, right? The hopes is that it's always good stuff. All right. So what else we got here? Thank you guys for joining us live. Thank you for your beautiful comments in chat. All right. Love you. All right. So what's next? Let's see what else. So what was it like? Okay, here we go. Are you currently working on a new book? Oh, you are on to me. I'm always working on a new book. The truth is that, guys, I have all my transcriptions ready, and I probably have like transcriptions ready for days, which means lots of books, you all, a minimum of probably like, I mean, I could like write like 10 books right now, but the thing is that it takes time, and I'm always coming up with new ideas. And now we have Rising Phoenix Mystery School Wellness Center. So I give myself every day priority. This is what needs to be done now. And then whatever extra time I have left, then I work on a project I'm currently working on. So yeah, there's always one in the works. I mean, we have the Lost Cities of Tartaria, guys. Technically, I have almost 100 episodes that we can make into books, and I want this book one to really like blow it up, right? Let's go, light it up, fire it up. So waiting for that more so to do that. This whole time we were waiting for the collective to understand, you know, back from then when I started talking about it. People were starting to just understand it. I feel like the world is really understanding it now, this series. So I'm glad that you have all caught up to understand it. So yeah, that's one. And then the other one, let's just say the other one is about angels. And then the other thing, you all, is the 133 years missing this time, guys, has come up. That will be beginning beginning this month. Yeah. Ooh. I was checking it out. Oh my God, you all. Grandmother Anna said we were starting this. Yasho's grandmother, 7 months ago. It's time, you all. We're here. Let's go. So then, yeah, so I have tons of projects, just waiting for week by week on what's ready. New books, you name it. We're going. Come here when I start my group regressions, which is probably looking like springtime next year to begin. Where you could come do in-person Aura group regressions. Come bring your book. I can sign it for you, or buy some books here, or come schedule a session in person. Okay. Next one is, what are some of your favorite memories from your retreats? What are some of my favorite memories from my retreats? Oh my God. I think the ultimate favorite one, I mean, but they're also incredible. Okay. But I think the most epic one is when I was dancing coming out of, I have an article that I'm going to write and make a video eventually when I get to it, but about my trip to Ireland, UK, Wales, which I absolutely fell in love with the lands. Oh my goodness. Wow. You guys are blessed over there, as we are over here. But of course, if you guys didn't watch Return of Avalon, you want to watch it, because I show the videos and the proof maybe 1.5 minutes after I'm dancing coming out of a stone circle. 9 horses portal inside the stone circle. I have videos and pictures to prove it. So you can watch that video to see that, and tons of magic that happened there while we were there. So that's going to go down, I think, as my number one, especially because there was 9 horses, unicorns, and we're about to begin the year of the horse. So that's what they were coming in to portal that time space in. And we know horses are unicorns and Pegasus. And number one to that, you all, is that while I was there, I channeled that they were bringing in they were going to bring in basically new life. I hadn't looked at the videos and the pictures. I hadn't And then I look back like 5 days later and I realized half of the unicorn's horses that came in all shades too of color were pregnant. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. So that's my most favorite. I mean, another most favorite one was when we watched in Hawaii two suns portal in. And then the sun, for those of you who have been watching my extra sensitive content, you know what I'm talking about. When right before we started channeling the truth of Adolf Hitler, we went to the North Pole and remote viewed with A.U.R.A. And then we figured out that there's a sun there. So that's what we figured out that happened in Hawaii while we were there. There's videos on that. You could watch, what is that one called? Gina will find it, the title there, but it's about Hawaii and our magical time there. And in that video, you will see that there was a sun. And again, we have timestamps, videos, you all, that the sun would rise in the same location and then come down in the same location, portaling in through the clouds in the same spot. We know that the sun comes from this way and that way, right? Like it doesn't do it. And it looked like a mock sun is what they call it in the old like Tartarian books. It's called a mock sun. It had like these stripes in it. It was unique. So that was one. The next one, again, Hawaii, where we had the videos where Ra walks out, a light being like 1/4 of the sun size, which would have been gigantic, walks out into the water and comes back in. I mean, times like the magic is incredible, you all. When you're with us at these retreats, I could go on and on. Let me try to pick two more. Let me two more. Hold on. I mean, some of the, like Mount Chesta. We went to Mount Chesta here in America. And we're standing at the retreat home and we look up and A.U.R.A. literally comes out. And we had videos and pictures, which we shared. We had to find that video because that was a while ago. But he comes out and then we record as, and it's a starship. It's like made out of light. It's a Merkaba, you know, it's not like a military ship. It's like a star in front of us. And then it's like little star beings coming out of it. It's like, okay, well, if you didn't believe in starships, I mean, there's your proof. That was an incredible time. The other one is like, I think one of my other favorites, just because I love babies of all kinds, is in our California retreat, one of the attendees that was with us saw a baby Sasquatch. Like this, like a monkey climbing up a hill. Like, I want to see a baby Sasquatch, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys would want to see a baby Sasquatch. Anyways, what an honor that they got to see that. Wow, gorgeous. What else? Let me think of the different retreats that I went to. One of my number one favorites, I know they're all my favorites, but was Siesta Key, and I hosted several of them there. The reason why is because back then, we were working on Atlantis and like freeing the collective that was stuck there so people could regain their memories back from Atlantis, because they were like stuck in this like collective bubble time space waiting to heal themselves. And then, you know, just about everyone in that group is working on Atlantis or have fractals of Archangel Ariel. So those moments are very important for us because they began to heal and shift, even down to some of my first retreats where, like, you know, Mount Chesta, Sedona, beginning to heal the children and, you know, aligning those sacral chakras. Yeah, so much, you all. And then we got to feel and sense the magic. All the first retreats, we felt the magic right in our hearts. If we were a vibratory match to the love light. But then when we started to see the magic, that really shifted. And the magic started to be seen especially, let's see, in Mount Shasta. Yeah, 2022, that marked a shift. And then was it Siesta Key? Yeah, Siesta Key too, 2021. Oh, guys, the marking point to our shift where we started seeing magic come into material and we could see it with our physical eyes, not just our third eye, was when we started Tartaria, you all. Yep. December 2021, going into 2022, we were at Siesta Key, and the mist in the water parted, and there were cities and mountains in front of us, seen through the physical form. I haven't been able to share those videos because they're too holy to share, but the group got to see them, and I have them. It was an incredible feeling, guys. I just realized that was the first time. Wow, angel bumps. So that will go down as my most number one, tied with the unicorns, Porter Lynn, because yeah, Tartaria cities unveil. And then I mean, it goes on and on, you all. The magic that happened, seeing and feeling dragons, tons of videos, feeling them, hearing them roar in the land. You know, like the people that are around us, they're like, what was that? Like random people, you know? They're like, can't make sense on why they just heard a dragon roar and why the land just vibrated and roared in the middle of the forest, you know? It's been absolutely incredible time with you all in our retreats. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Come join us. Right now, I'm doing retreats here in person in Chicago, which are magical, and come activate your heart at the heart of the dragon. And then we're doing retreats more so for the A.U.R.A practitioners in all over the world currently. So we do have in-person retreats here. And then you stay at your own stay, but you come hang out with me for 5 days. And then you can hear it's January, May, and September, I believe. Yeah, those 3 months we're gonna have that just about every year. Those 3 months. So be prepared to join us then. And yeah, incredible. So what else? How do you balance your work with your own personal life? How do you balance? Okay, so that is a tough one because if you know me, I am a workaholic. So that is something perhaps I need to work on, but this seems to, even when I try to take like a day off, it's never really a day off because I'm always working. Even when I try to like, you know, go here and go take a break, it's like I'm working to heal the land. I'm working to give an angelic message, you know, so, but you know, I have my moments. To me, my time where I'm really like working and being silent within myself is my shielding time. When I embody love light to shield, as I teach you all, my family, myself, my animals, my cars, my home, my business, everything may always be embodied with love light by Divine Mother and Father of creation. And as they embody it, I mean, it just basically allows to then me vibrate to love light all day long is my goal always. And because I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis, Entity Removal, basically it teaches you how to vibrate to your most organic timeline because you got rid of the parasites, the attachments, whether it was this life or others that are hindering you, causing all sorts of illnesses and diseases, right? So, and I keep my vessel clear and crystalline and divinely, organically, you know, no attachments. And as I do this, I then allow for balance to happen. So something that I am very firm on is that even though I am working 24/7, you can say, I probably work the most hours than anyone does I can say, on Earth besides Trump. I mean, so I'm always, filling it up with love. So even though I'm on my laptop doing something, I'll stop when I need to. I will dance. I will, you know, with my beloved, I will talk to my children. If anything, they're put my laptops aside and they come first, right? Always. And but then, they're I have my children are bigger now, so they're not little babies, so it's easier for me to do that. And everyone understands that I'm here to assist the collective. So I'm in a position, and it's taking me, 8 years to get to the point where, I am supported in all ways to be able to balance out my constant work, never ending work divinely with my personal life. And any moment I take where I could, spend time and take a break and just kind of enjoy, I do that. And I cherish every moment, and I just live in gratitude. So grateful of everything, everything, even down to my plants, you all. And my plants, they're so beautiful. My crystals, you for listening to this video. I'm just so grateful for you, and I live in this gratitude all day long. And then some strong boundaries is when like once I'm done with my sessions, because as you know, I don't just do this, I also do sessions and workshops right throughout the week. So once I'm done with your session, it's like you were with me 4 or 5 hours if you hadn't, say, past that progression with me or hypnosis. That time was fully devoted to you, infinite love light. And as it was devoted to you, once I'm done, I leave that love there with you. And then I move on, what's next? So then I really kind of separate, okay, I had a session with someone, they hadn't even exchanged with me. They paid for that session. I was with them for that amount of time. And I held the grandest love light so they could heal themselves, right? And then once I'm done, that's it. That's time. I'm going to move on. I'm going to go do my work or go spend time with my family and, go hug my puppy and puppies or kitties, that's my time now. And then if I have to address it to address an important message, I will, with, my closest, loved ones. But typically, I leave work outside of the space is always my goal, outside, it's separated and individualized while at the same time. So I'm holding a bubble, you could say a bubble, even if I'm working in my, say, home, I am holding the space where this is work, this is personal, and I'm not intermingling either one. I that's not okay. I don't do that. Just in honor to my family too, Okay, next one is, have you ever had an aura session from another practitioner? I guess I'll answer this. I did once, and that taught me a lesson. Because of the role that I play, if people are not a matching vibration of love light to me, they cannot do a session on me because they will be targeted, and they're going to be targeted like crazy to try to infringe on me. So this is why we always teach, make sure that you're a healer, that you are vibrating to higher love light than the person you're doing a session on. Because if they are stronger than you, then you could be actually hindering them. So then that's why we teach everything we do, so you could be in your power, all the spiritual teachings, right? Be in heart, love light, so you could assist, who you're meant to divinely. Okay. So I had one, and it didn't go too good, is what I can say. So from there, I only need to learn a lesson once. I am good. Good. So from there, I just really work with myself. I know the teachings. What's really cool about the aura hypnosis is that you could basically, once you start activating like the sacred alchemy that's already in you, quantum physics in you, located in your energy points, your meridians, and your chakras, what happens is that basically you're in the theta. And then once you're in the theta, you are infinitely connected. And as you're connected, you are, say, in a past life regression. So that's what we teach through our hypnosis. Is like, you can, yes, offer the service to others, but most importantly, you can use these sacred teachings for yourself. And so then it will help you basically walk and breathe a aura hypnosis or passive regression, where you're really intuitive in the theta and you're understanding all the messages that are being given to you all day long. So with your divine team, your higher self, and your angels, only benevolence, only love, light. So as you're doing that, I don't need an aura session per se. At this point, my energy has vibrated so high of love, light, basically, that it's simple. That's why we teach you to like vibrate higher and let go of entities, because once you become like this high vibration of love, light, it's a quantum physics. The entities are not a vibratory match to attach to you. So if they tried, I have like this like infinite alchemy around me, you all, that I teach in my courses, like especially aura hypnosis, and it will like, if any entities try to come into my field, I mean, well, they could try, but they're gonna go back to source. I mean, you can't overstep my boundaries because I don't consent. So I mean, yeah, and most of them, they're like, they want to, sometimes they want to do that, but I mean, enter the magnetic field and the energy that I hold, especially if you've met me in person, you know what I'm talking about. Just allows no attachments in the space. So yeah, that's that. Next one is your significant other is very strong. How do you keep up with him? I think that's him who wrote that. Gina, confirm. I'm pretty sure that was him who wrote that. He's a jokester. Oh, how do I keep up with him? It was him. You can make me laugh. He says that to me, right? He's making fun. He's just being funny, but he knows that I'm stronger. It's just a thing. It's just like, I'm an X chromosome and you're a Y. I have a beautiful divine womb, and how I like, developing Sophia's quantum touch healing, right? And it's gonna be months till I get that out though. And did you know that the X chromosome is 3 times bigger, the female chromosome is 3 times bigger than the male? I'm just saying. And we have 100 million more chromosomes inside, they said. It's pretty incredible, but we're all equals. But to answer his question, how do we keep up with him? I just love him and he loves me, and we live to love each other, and that's it. The love guides us, All right, next one is, out of all the challenges that you have done in your life, which is your all-time favorite? Oh my God, it's so hard, you all. Wow. Like channeling, not like remote viewing, right? Okay, like channeling officially. I think it's always Yeshua. Like, any of Yeshua's like channelings, and we're about to go into the 133 years, it just like leaves you, he leaves you so happy and so loved, and just yeah. Any of Yeshua particularly really loved Yeshua just walked the earth because it put so many things into perspective. All the clues that he had been leaving us behind, it was like, we figured it out, Yeshua. Thank you for your divine patience. We did it. And then besides that, like, okay, like, how about like remote viewing, right? Like my remote viewing one. What was my favorite one? I'm gonna go with like, it's like part remote viewing channeling, Nikola Tesla, extra sensitive one, because he began the extra sensitive series that is so sensitive, you all. Like I talk about like really sensitive stuff with you all publicly. Some of the stuff, you know, like the AI alien invasion those videos that I did, especially the videos I did with Laura Eisenhower. You guys know, you know what I'm talking about. So it is sensitive, even sensitive, more sensitive than that. So that's why it's not on public. So I really love that series because I could be completely uncensored and speak what's divinely meant to be shared. And it's really like awakening us all tremendously. Part of that series, you all, like all the content that I share is not just, it's of course number one for you all and the children, and everything I do is one to help the adults, so that if I help the adults, ultimately it helps the children of Earth, right? But then it's like it also heals me too. When I'm delivering these messages, you all know, like the magic that happens and the epiphanies that happen, it's like whoa. And sometimes in lifetime space, and it's like you can't make this stuff up, right? So it heals me, and everything I do heals me, so I could keep leveling up for you all, to assist you all. Yeah, this is good, it's good, but I will keep going on and on. Okay, how do you hold space? What does hold space mean? Not clear. Yeah, so what does that mean, right? It's like that's something that I'm known for, right? Like number one known for. It's like no matter what's happening, in the collective or in front of me or around me, I hold love. And that's number one. So we had an aura regression, which we'll share all the links I'm mentioning. Just hold the light. It's a very important session, you all. This session, just hold the light. Yeshua, Mother Mary taught us that. And that's what's hold the space, you all. It's the same thing as hold the love light. Yeshua, Mother Mary, that no matter what's happening, you hold the love light. And as you hold the love light, you all, everything will divinely, organically fix itself and will choose and oscillate to a higher vibrational state of being. So you hold the love. Holding space is you hold the love, and you hold the belief, and you hold the love, the belief over and over and over until the timelines shift in front of you, and they do. And then you hold that in your heart, the love. You hold the space of love, your pure flame. Love light, you hold it. You hold it. Love, 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 love. That's it. You keep holding it. And you don't go in fear. And you don't freak out. And you don't stress out. And you don't go in anxiety. Sometimes emotions will come up. You know, we are in a human vessel that emotions happen. But you hold the love no matter what. Does that help? And I mean, if quantum physics, what that looks like is if basically you're holding a highest hertz energy that can emanate from you, and then it allows for everything around you, like a, say, quantum entanglement, but not, because we don't consent to infringements, right? But like everything else, because you're holding it so strongly, has a choice that they have to oscillate higher with you, because you're going to keep holding it. So they have a choice. Get out of the space if you're not going to be love, or become love with us, you know, and that's what happens, you know, when you're holding space of love. Okay. So how would one know if their current health is due to trauma or being or negative being inflicted? I could tell you that most likely the trauma always has an entity, an implant, or a dark portal, or some kind of attachment in it. And that's why the trauma is being held. Because if it didn't have an attachment in it, then it would have already healed. You understand? So you want to look deeper and figure out what's inside of that trauma. And in that time space when the trauma happened, have you bifurcated, whether it's through a hypnosis past life regression or done it on your own? Have you really gone back and found that attachment? Because what happens is the trauma creates into an attachment. It always does. What we've learned, right? The 1,000 pages of books we have here, alone of Galactic Soul History of the Universe, is that materializes, the trauma materializes into attachment. And when it does that, then it's stuck there, and it's like a, like a splinter in you that you can't get out, because you have to be really careful and like get every little piece of that splinter out, and it's like stuck and it won't get out, right? So yeah, it's deep work that you have to do. And then if you don't listen to it, it turns into like illness and disease, or what they could call it in, the hospitals. Yeah, some of it is just trauma that you're also like lessons you're learning, past life. A lot of it has to do with past life karma and trauma and energies that you need to balance out. All you could do is hold the space for yourself sometimes too, and then hold the space for others, for them to get through it and believe, no matter what, that you trust your path and you trust their path, and that is all. You trust. You trust, most importantly, like I've been teaching you guys, your team. Trust your team. Okay? So if one is aware that they have a karmic marriage and it is the other spouse needing to pay back the debt they caused themselves by their unwise choice in a past life, is now causing trauma in the present day marriage, for which even the rest of the family suffers due to abusive verbal behavior, poor work ethic, intentional spiteful behavior, and much more, despite the spouse, aware of the reason for marriage, does this their best to keep their harmony, but finds this causing so much trauma for everyone else in the family. What is the advice? I know what you're talking about. My beautiful Zen was asleep for 22 years, and we went through, a lot of what you spoke about. And ultimately, our biggest thing when we were looking at, especially as we kept like leveling up, was that we needed to look at who was toxic in our family, in our lives, and that if they were not going to stop being toxic, that they couldn't be in our lives anymore. This is a recurring theme for people who have chosen to save themselves and their family. Especially, I got to tell you, especially if a spouse is a male, the spouse tends to always protect the family, and they will take on a lot of demons or entities from other people, ill intentions, what do they call it, the evil eye or whatever. So like these ill-intended things, they take it on to protect you. So understand that that's what they're doing. If they have a positive intention and they love you, but yet there's something constantly wrong, it's because they're protecting you. So figure out the root cause and the inverted dark portal that is happening, the dark cord, the attachment that is making him constantly protect you and take on these inversions. It can also happen with the female too, if she's more of the protector too. So it begins with that, you all. I have a course on removing toxic people. As much as you don't want to admit to it and you want to be stubborn about it, these toxic people, it is a simple quantum physics. It's a constant dark frequency. Like you guys we're always talking about the dark, right? Like inverted technology frequency, that's like the Wi-Fi, or 5G specifically, right? That's constantly emitting out. So imagine if you have someone in your life, in your inner circle that's like that, they're going to be constantly sending this inverted frequency to you and your family, your loved ones, and your children, who take on the most are the children, the highest vibratory love light. And with this question, I want to tell you is that your children, if you have children, have been holding the love light for you since they decided to seed in your womb, or as a male, seed in the seed. It is time you level up, and it is time you get stronger or as strong as your children. Just think about it for a minute energetically. Are your children stronger than you? And you have this lack of confidence in whatever you got going on. And if they are, do it for yourself, but do it for them too. What is holding you back from becoming stronger? Alleviate your children's role. Alleviate some of what they have to take on to assist you. Help them out. If you become a vibratory higher energy and step into your power, this helps your children, because this whole time they've been holding the love light for you. And that goes with your animals, right? Our animals are our babies too. So Divine Mother challenges you for that. Level up. Come on. Let's go. I feel like I did good with that. So what advice would you have for someone who is awakened but their partner is still asleep? It took me a long time to figure it out myself. Too many infringements and brainwashing in life. Yeah. Again, I can relate to that, like I said. So you're going to hold the love light. I mean, it's like all these questions are giving you the answers too. You're going to hold the love, and you're not going to give up on them. If you feel like, you're twin flames and you're meant to be together, and it's an agreement perhaps that you were going to wake up before them, and that your love light was going to wake them up. A lot of loving and kissing on them is really, really good. I teach also sacred sex is really important too, for them to heal them, so do that. You just really love on them no matter what. I know it's hard. I know you get impatient, and sometimes you just want to slap them just a little bit. I don't condone physical harm, but you know what I mean. You just have to be patient and do your best, and stand in your strength and your fire, and make it clear to them that you're not gonna consent to any harm, and to you, or if you have children or so on, that they need to get their stuff together, and you're there to help them, and they have to allow for you to help them. They have to allow for them to shift and change. Only they can do it themselves, as you know, and they must allow it. There's this beautiful life waiting for them beyond the rainbow, on the other side, that's waiting to help them if they just let go of what's holding them back. And what is it? Is it a trauma? Is it a secret? Is it, what is it that something's holding them back? Toxic people, so on, right? Yeah. So someone said I had my recall, so we'll be finishing up soon once I get all your questions. So if you have any questions, you all, if you were to ask Aurora right now, anything, what you ask her? My goal will be to finish all the questions right now. So next one is, you had, I'm gonna read out. So I had my recall of being sacrificed in an altar in a past life. Okay, so that person had a recall of being sacrificed in an altar in a past life. What would be the reason a soul would choose this in their lifetime? That is too vast to explain, because why would you have chosen that, right? I mean, I love that you have taken responsibility in it and said, I chose that, instead of being, a victim. The main reasons why is to teach lessons, usually. It's like to teach lessons to you, to be cautious in the choices you make that will put you in a situation where you are being sacrificed, or lessons for the bad guys, lessons for the collective not to repeat that again. You know, some of the ways that religion has been made by man and the Archon and the AI really to separate humanity. And, you know, the religions, you know, we know that they're doing kind of satanic rituals in their ceremonies, which I'm not going to go into. But so it's basically religion and satanic rituals are all interlinked, is what I could tell you. So they power up one another. So perhaps you were there to break the religion and help you and others wake up from religion. We know that God is love, and that is all. God does not give you rules. Now, God tells you don't harm others, absolutely, but he and she is not going to tell you what to do and dictate anything you're doing. You are a free willed being creating your experience everywhere you are at. They can never tell you what to do. They can give you advice, they can put you in the right direction, they could give you love and so on and hold the space for you. So they can never tell you what to do. You know, there's divine agreements that you can choose to do or not. And sometimes if you don't listen to these divine greetings, it gets tricky for you. So I make it an initiative to listen to my divine team. Yeah, so many things. I mean, book one, right, you all? Book one began it all. And what's happening is that there's a child being sacrificed on an altar by these reptilians, and some of their first ways of how they're figuring out how to attach reptilian consciousnesses into people, into children specifically. Because they know that if once they target the children and they could get through into the children, they know that then they could do it to the adults because they target the highest light, which is the children, always. Yeah. Hope that answers, but you know, it might be go deeper than that, which you can't do that unless we're having a one-on-one. Okay, so how do you get out of victim mentality if someone is intentionally trying to hurt you with things they know that bother you? How do you get out of victim mentality if someone's intentionally trying to hurt you with things they know that bother you? Okay. I laugh because I feel like the female and the male has this kind of like relationship, like the divine feminine and masculine. Like we trigger things in one another to help you shift higher, right? And it depends on which way you take it. But specifically though, in your question is get out of victim mentality, right? When someone is intentionally trying to hurt you with things that they know that bother you. Sometimes what they're showing you is it's because you're not, because your divine mother says, it's because why do they bother you? So it depends on what it is, right? Like if it's just kind of like a little annoyance but if it's a trauma that you're holding on to that's bothering you, perhaps they're bringing it to you and surfacing it and makes you uncomfortable because you're still holding on to it. So then they're playing a role to help you shift out of it, not be a victim anymore. And you know that you're have healed when you are no longer a victim, when you no longer feel like a victim. And it does not bother you. That's when you know it's healed. This could go many ways, but I'm doing my best in making it as detailed and general as possible. So look at it like, okay, is this person playing a role for you to help you show you the mirror of what you need to let go of and heal? Okay. Next one is, does spirit ever wake you up from sleep, communicate, or would it be in a dream or possibly both? Like wake me up? I think it could be both. Because like, you know, once I wake up, they're communicating to me. And then when I'm in sleep, I'm being, you know, I'm my higher self form, like we've taught, you know, in the Delta brainwave, you are your higher self. I have something really, really like, huge, and I want to thank Ryan Haddon's beautiful idea. He likes questions like this, you all. I'm just gonna make shorts of them. I think it's so beautiful. Like, and it's gonna be Rising Phoenix Mystery School, like ways that you can help yourself when you need those moments, when you have a moment like that, like, you know, like your question is, you know, about dreams. So I'm gonna like give a short answer to dreams. Yeah. And how that works and the way that they communicate. You're just gonna, it's gonna be a log of the teachings that we can teach for you all in its own channel. So it's really exciting, you all. I'm working on that. Yeah. So it's both. In dream time, you're in the delta brainwave, so then you're in the ether, your infinite being, your higher self. So there, you're going to retain information from what you did while you were sleeping when you wake up, and then when you awake too, they're going to give you information if you are vibrating to, you know, highest vibration possible to hear the messages too. If you can create a holiday or celebration, what would it be? What would the people do during the celebration? Or would you want people on Earth? What would you want people to remember? We'll go with like a celebration, right? Because I'm not really too fond of holidays because of what they mean and the ways that they use them invertedly. But celebration, I celebrate life every day. So what would it be? What would the people do during this celebration? If I could create a celebration, I would ask everyone to do what makes them the happiest in the entire world and Earth. And all of us do it at the same time. What's up? Do right now, everyone, what makes you the happiest and joyful, and do it. That would be my, say, holiday celebration. Just like watching people like be enjoying happiness, that's heavenly to me. Okay, next one is I would love for her to talk about Archangel Aurora more. You would. All right, we'll talk more about her. The truth is that Aurora is the phoenix. So anytime you heard me reference the daughter of the flame or the phoenix, the multiversal phoenix, that is Archangel Aurora. So I've talked about her plenty. I just haven't said Archangel Aurora specifically, but she's the phoenix. Yeah. She's really been erased from Earth, but yet the phoenix is the creator, is Divine Mother Sophia out of source. And, you know, she's the creator who created the first stars, the first planets, the first souls. You know, the daughter of the flame, the phoenix, yeah. Okay, I'll work on that. I'll work on that. And then let Archangel Aurora talk. Maybe we'll add that. Channeling Archangel Aurora. We'll do that. Okay, thank you for that. Next one is, what does each individual, so we're finishing up, guys. Any other questions before we finish up? What does each individual's divine spark look like and feel like as the crystalline diamond blue heart, blueprint heart we are? It looks like often just like a flame. And that flame is many colors and big, or some people who are exhausted and tired of living, you know, their flame is dim sometimes. But it is just absolutely the most beautiful honor to be able to see and sense and feel these sparks all over Earth. So if you were to look at Earth, you all, from a cosmic energetic point of view, we're all walking flames. So that's what you only see. Little flames, big flames walking around all over in all sorts of colors, and every flame is unique and different, as if, you know, when you look at the flame and you burn a fire in, you know, the fireplace or fire pit, you notice that there's I just had an epiphany. There's like little flames inside the big flame, right? That's how Earth looks like. Many little flames inside a gigantic flame that is inside the heart and the crystal of Mother Earth, Gaia. Wow, that's a gorgeous view. Thank you for your question that brought that forth. Okay. So any other questions? And I'm going to read comments while you guys see if there's any other questions. Otherwise, we are almost done. You all, what's up? How did I do? Let me know, guys. Subscribe. Add your questions, comments. Don't forget to comment after. You guys always forget to comment after. That helps with the algorithm. So subscribe, like right now, and share this video. So let's see. Someone said, these are comments. The labels are so inverted. We need to remember. Yep. Or as a powerhouse. What? Thank you. So are you. You only see a reflection of me in you, or you in me, or something like that. All right, thank you. Someone said, you answer it beautifully. Sometimes I miss infinite free energy. Oh, that one. What an honor to have you on Earth and learn from your wisdom and your empowerment. Thank you. Sweet. Same for you. And then said, they try to take advantage of you in the session. Wow, disrespectful and clearly and not aligned. Yeah, they actually tried to infringe upon me. It was bad. Never again. So next one is, the alchemy is so amazing. Such an honor to be able to use it and use it on others. Yeah, beautiful. Zenora Power Team. Thank you, guys. Someone said, laughing face. I was onto you, Zen, after your first question. Yeah, he's funny. He's a jokester. I love it. You gotta joke around, you all. Gotta joke around. Gotta laugh. Makes it light for us. And someone said, yes, because we are women, we are bigger, scientifically speaking. Right. We are. I mean, it's a science. It's the facts. We are gorgeous women. And the next one is, oh, so excited for the 133 years of Yeshua. I know, me too. Next one is, thank you, A.U.R.A. My heart always feels so much love during your lives. Oh, absolutely. Only love. That is all. Okay. I don't see questions. Great comments, you all. Thank you for being here. I will see you all next time, next Friday. Let's see what we channel next Friday. We'll be continuing. In case you are new to us, we are here every Friday. Live Friday, every Friday. I do have a live Q&A. That is fun. You just kind of like get to chat with me in a private group, and it's really beautiful, and we get really like deep. So that is under my AuroRaPractitioners.com, and that's this Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time. If you want to join us, you could join that membership under Patreon or AuroRaPractitioners.com. And we do try to do a guided meditation, but sometimes we talk so long that we can't even get to it. But yeah, that's happening then. And what else? We got, again, the workshop. I know I didn't really give you guys too much time for the in-person retreat, so we'll see if you guys can make it. If not, you can make it in May. Come get certified. It's beautiful here too, even in the winter. It's so gorgeous. And I'll still take you on nature walks and give you hot, warm tea and light fires for you and fire pits. And, we'll stay nice and cozy in the sacred space here at our wellness center. So come get certified. Come get certified. January 12th. January 12th, 2020. 26. Let's start off the year with a explosive celestial star creating time. I love you, honor you, respect you. Let's go. Let's finish it off with a song. And dance with me for a minute.
We're declaring today National AuroRa Day.
Oh, no, we can't do that. I'm good. But we can declare it. Let's just declare it for ourselves. December 5th, 2025. For that question you guys added, let's declare it Just Have Fun Day. Oh, this was my title, right? Just for fun. Like, just for fun, ask me a question. Ask anything, Aurora. So just for fun, do what makes you happy today. A lot. Keep doing it all day long, yeah? And then when you forget every day to be like this, be like, oh, no, I gotta have joy and fun. Let's do this. Anytime you're having a hardship of any kind, go back to, hold on, I need to do this with joy and love. And here we go. Praise the Lord, but praise God, love, light.
Praise to the Lord, the Almighty.
Dance with me.
Creation, oh my soul, praise Him, for He is your help and salvation.
Feel the love.
All who hear, now to His temple draw near. Join me in glad adoration. Praise to the Lord above all things.
I love you. I'll talk to you later.